All right, ladies, the goal today is to leave feeling so much better than when you started, and I know you are going to. So grab your foam roller and come on down to the ground with me. We're going to start with that foam roller right around mid to upper back. So you're going to put all your weight into your feet and roll from that mid back up to your traps. Get your hoods, get your ponytails out of the way. Deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, and you can turn a little bit side to side, rotating through the upper body to make sure you are feeling it on those muscles. Very good. If you do not have that foam roller, just bear with us. It's just the first couple of minutes of foam rolling, and then we'll get on to the rest of the core and mobility work that we have today. And you can scoot that foam roller down mid to low back now. Good. Breathe. Looking down through the thighs. Very good. Deep breaths. Excellent. Take breaks whenever you need it. Get water whenever you need it. After our foam roll, we're going to take it standing and grab heavy weights, the heaviest options that you have for some farmer's walks. Good. Take a seat, whichever glute you would like, goes onto the foam roller, and we roll out that meaty part of the glute. Good. Taking it all the way up to the top of the glute. Very good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. So I'm giving you that little heads up about the farmer's walks. Take this down to the hamstring. We're going from just below the glute to just above the knee here. You are supporting with that other foot, or you can bring it over for a little bit more if you want a little more intensity in your foam roll. Giving you that little heads up with the farmer's walks because you can think outside the box here. I want you to carry the heaviest that you can handle and the heaviest that you have available to you. Go ahead and move this down to the calf. So sometimes, like I've done this by mixing and matching to get that equal weight. If I have a 25 and that's my heaviest dumbbell, but I have another 15-pound dumbbell and a 10-pound kettlebell, just kind of try to do whatever I can to get those weights heavy. Good. Other side on the glute. Because the name of the game here with the farmer's walks is it's a very excellent way to train the core, but we're also getting like a lot of functional life training for carrying groceries, carrying suitcases, carrying kids, carrying equipment in any way. It's just a very practical life movement. And if we train it here under, where we're breathing properly and when we're really aware of our core, then we're going to hopefully do that in real life. That's how it goes with those functional movements, is train it so that when they come up, your body knows what to do with them, right? All right, so move this on down to the calf. And again, here you can lock that other ankle right over if you want some more work there. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Really good. Take your time. And come with the forearms onto the foam roller. So you're going to roll from just like I start on my actual hands here, core is braced, and then we roll towards the elbows and back. Good. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth so you can lower your body down. Good. Looking at the floor. Whew. Nice. Excellent. Last one here. Very good. Okay, come standing and grab those heavy weights. So I am going to grab, I think mine go up to, maybe they go up to 50. I think I've only used them at 45. So I'm going to go up to 45 because I think 45. Nope, they go up to 50. All right, so I'm going to try 50. And we are going to literally, I'll show you first, just take them for a walk is how you're doing farmer's walks. Heel toe, walking around, looking straight. And try to keep those weights from swinging. Lots of core control. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. Put it down. Take some deep breaths. 2 more rounds just like that. Making sure we can see our time here. Let's pick it up. We're going in 10 seconds, ladies. What a way to start. Woo! All right. And it's really, really good for grip strength. 3, 2, 1. We walk it out. Walk it out. So you can walk as far as you'd like if you have a bigger space that you're working with. I've got this little teeny tiny space, couple mats here. So I'm just going to walk it back and forth. We are already halfway by working grip here. This is really good for, again, protecting ourselves as we age. We know grip strength can go, and we want to keep training that. 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, put it down. While we're standing and resting, we are going to rotate our ankles here. Good. You could go in a circle, breathing In through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. We're getting balance. We are getting ankle mobility. Good. Reverse it. We always like to multitask here. Good. 10 more seconds. Remember which leg you did. I did my right, so if you're mirroring me, you might have done your left. Just make a mental note here because we're going to pick those weights up again, ladies. Right here. Go pick them up, core braced, and take them for a little walk. Pull those shoulder blades back. It's a great time to check in with that posture. Chest is proud. Shoulders should not even be able to be up by the ears because your weights should be heavy. Now double check those weights are not swinging around. You are controlling it. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Woo, good. 5 seconds, ladies. Very, very good. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Put them down. Other ankle mobility. Good. Core brace, standing knee soft. We circle. Very, very good. What a start. Deep breaths. Really nice. We're going to do one more set. Reverse that little circle for the ankle. One more set of farmer's walks, and then we need a lighter dumbbell for our bear crawl drags. I think I'm going to use a 15 for that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Protect the back. Pick them up. Walk it out. Last time. Last time. Pull those shoulders back. Chest proud. It's controlled. And you can pick up the pace a little bit if you're doing it with control and you're able to keep those weights from swinging. But hold on to it. I know it's getting really heavy. Forearms are lighting up. I cannot tell you the last time I have taken 100 pounds for a walk. I truly cannot. Good. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And put them down safely. Awesome job. All right. We are going to grab a dumbbell that you can slide. Let me show you some options here. Level 1, you're just going to hold the bear crawl. You can always hold on to dumbbells if you want your wrists in a nice neutral position. But everybody take note of the bear crawl form. Our core is braced, our back's at tabletop, chest is open. We just push into the hands and the knees are up off of the floor. So it looks like nothing, but it's a lot of core work. Level 1, you are just going to practice those bear crawls, holding and coming down as you need breaks. Level 2 here, watch carefully because this is when I think gets goofed a lot. Hands are in front of the dumbbell, okay? Dumbbell's behind the hands. Your opposite hand reaches under, drags the dumbbell across, replaces. So you are not taking it and pushing it. You are pulling it. So that's where we get that anti-rotational exercise here because your body's going to want to twist and you're fighting that twist. So again, watch. You reach under, you drag it towards that hand. Drag it, replace the hand in front of the dumbbell, other hand comes. Drag it, replace it while holding the bear crawl, okay? Here we go. We're going to go in just a couple seconds here. Hands in front of the dumbbell. I want to make sure I can see my timer. And we lift those knees up, hip width apart. Reach, drag, reset. Reach, drag, reset. You want to keep those knees just hovering above the floor. We're breathing, shoulders down away from ears. Make sure your hips are not twisting. So knees stay low, hips do not twist to open up. Good work. This is 30 seconds, ladies, and then we're going to take a break. I know shoulders are screaming. It's all right. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Last rep. And set it down. Really nice job. We are coming back for more there, but I want you to take a 90-90 position here. So there you have that opening. You're not closed off here. A nice 90-90. Sit up nice and tall. I've got my right knee front. I'm going to take my left shoulder down towards the right knee and up. So slide your hands wherever feels comfortable to you, but we're coming across. So we're getting a nice opening in that glute. We are also getting a nice rotation through the mid back. Very good job. No stress, no pressing too hard. We're going to do just one more on this side. Good. And other side, 90-90. Good. Sitting up tall, shoulder comes towards that front glute. Good. Excellent. I don't even know if I mentioned it opens up through the hips as well. So we're getting opening that front glute. We're getting mid back. We're also getting opening through that back hip. I think I'm just feeling that a little more on this side. 3 more times. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Last rep. back to the bear crawl, ladies. All right, grab a sip of water if you need to before we hit this. And we've got 30 seconds on the clock. I'll give you a minute here in case you're grabbing water. Shoulders up, back down, core braced. We're gonna go in 5. So join me as soon as you can. Ready? We go. Reach, drag, reset. Knees hovering. Good, hovering right above the floor. Reset, reach, drag, reset. Nice. Beautiful. Looking at the floor. Excellent. Don't come down yet. You got it. Woo! Couple more reps. Reach, drag, reset. And last rep here. Very nice job. Don't put it too far. We are coming back for one more set. We're getting all this core with this mobility interspersed here so we can get it all done. We're going to take a wide squat stance. Toes are kind of out on the diagonal, about 45 degrees. We're going to take a nice seat knit. Okay. Woo, that's an exercise in and of itself. I want you to take one hand towards the floor. If you can't quite put it on the floor, you can be here. The only thing I don't want you to do is round your back. So make sure you don't have a round mid and low back. So if anything, you should feel it in your glutes and hamstrings as they stabilize, not in your back. Now, if you can take it lower and take that hand to the floor, widen your stance. All right, we open up to the ceiling, we bring it down. We open up to the ceiling, we bring it down. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Nice rotation, looking up at that hand. Beautiful, ladies. I told you, you are going to leave this workout feeling better than you did before. I have not personally done this workout in its entirety, but I have done different exercises from it. And just last night, I was doing a couple to refresh on them, and I felt so good after doing them. Last one right here. Nice job. All right, last round of the bear crawl drags. We'll get a sip of water after this one. So let's set it up and go in 3 seconds. Hands right in front of that dumbbell. Everybody lift up, reach, drag, reset. Don't let those hips twist open. Can you drop the knees a little closer to the floor? Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Shoulders down away from the ears. You got this. Good, ladies. Come on. Now, if you're so sad to see this bear crawl go, bear crawl go, let me tell you, we have one more bear crawl variation today. I know, last rep, so don't worry. Don't get too sad. Good, rest. All right, grab a sip of water, but we are gonna give those wrists a little break here. So I want you to come down onto your stomach. Whew. And I guess we are pressing up. So wrists are kind of still involved, but if that flex position is bothering you, you could always go to knuckles. I like to do that to give my wrists a little break. Big inhale, exhale, push up away from the floor. And we are gonna look to one side and center. Look to the other side and center. Now that's getting a little weird for me, so I am gonna push back up to my hands. Hip flexors are off the floor, so we're feeling this nice extension in the hip flexors. We're feeling a little bit of a stretch in the low back. And then we're adding this shoulder and neck rotation here. Shoulder, not really shoulder. Don't know why I said shoulder. Opening through the chest maybe. Good, breathe. We are not rotating the shoulders. We are rotating the head. Good. In through the nose, exhale out the mouth. One more each side. And rest. Good. You can take a little sit back and release that low back because it is involved there. All right, we are going to come into, this is a bit of a tricky one. So I'll give an option, but again, hand is in that flex position. If it's bothering you, just grab a dumbbell, okay? You can grab a dumbbell and then your hand is in neutral. So modification here would be to press up into a one arm bridge. All right, so we're opening up through the hips. We're also working just really balance, more so than mobility, but you get even more extension through your hip flexor if you can take it all the way to reach towards that opposite wall, okay? So we would inhale down, exhale, reach. Good, inhale down, exhale, and again, you could be here. That's a little bit of an option down. And if supporting on both hands is more comfortable, you're still getting that hip flexor stretch. So you could definitely still do that. We'll go for 5 with these single arms if you're joining me here. 5. Good. 4. Nice. Take your time slowly. 3. Good. 2. Last rep. And set it down. Nice job. So we'll get some love to the other hand here. I'm going to scoot that dumbbell so I can use the dumbbell to keep my wrist in a better position. Flatten out those feet. Play around with where you need that dumbbell. And again, you can keep it low. You can keep it here. You can put both hands down if you need to, or we push all the way up and open up those hips. Good. One side is going to feel more comfortable than the other. This one is definitely more awkward to me, and I'm sure it looks more awkward. Good. Couple more reps here. Nice. Good work. 2 more. Last time. And rest. Beautiful job. So if you use that weight, you can get it out of the way here. We are going to come up onto our hand, but the option is to come down to your forearm, especially if that wrist is feeling like it's a little bit done. But the full option is to come into a full side plank. That bottom hip is lifted, 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 and we bring that hand down and we bring it up. So we are getting a nice rotation through the mid-back, and we are getting so much of this bottom oblique. Now, the modification, number 1, would be to come down on your forearm. If you want to give your wrist a break, you also could use that dumbbell again for stability. And the next modification is to keep that bottom knee down. And then you usually just have to kind of round the arm or you can bring the elbow in and do elbow to fist to make it work with that shorter lever here. Okay. All right. It's going to be great. We lift up, up, up. We are only doing this once each side. Okay. Woo. Here we go. Down and up. Take your time. Down and up. Good. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. I know this is difficult. It's very tough for me to balance on the hand. I feel much more stable on the forearm. So I'm challenging myself with that today. And I encourage you to take the hardest option you can as well. This is the last rep. Good. And rest, or to work up to it, right? You can work up to it if you're bopping down on the knee a couple times today, but we're going to work on throughout the month, trying to see how long we can maybe stay on our toes for. Good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Woo! I know. Keep that bottom hip up. This is the month. I'm just going to look to edit these videos and see myself falling all the time. So far, I am recording these in order. So I just recorded workout 1 yesterday, doing this real time here. And last rep, I just saw myself falling over a lot. Good rest. All right. Give those wrists a moment. Give them a little break. Get water if you need it. You're like, Brittany, you told me I was going to feel better. I don't know that I feel better. This next exercise, you're going to feel better. Okay. We are going into a bear crawl again. I told you bear crawl is coming. Again, though, if you need weights for your wrists, this is a really simple one to use them for because you're really not going anywhere. So level 1 again, you can just take the bear crawl, bring it on down. We are going to work that bear crawl. Next option is to come into the bear crawl, kick out, and you're taking that hand to your opposite shoulder. So take a peek. We rotate. Need a little more room here. We rotate. We bring it back to the bear crawl. All right, join me. We're only doing this once. We bring it side. We bring it down. It's slow and controlled. Side. Bring it down. Good. So we are getting tons of core. We're getting some extension through the mid-back. We're opening up those hips. Good. We don't want to just be strong, worry about muscle mass, and then not be able to move. That's like I picture just a big powerlifting male who like can't bend down and tie his shoes, right? That's not exactly what we're going for, especially as we age. I know none of us are personally looking for that look either. Good. Rest. Slide those weights out of the way. So we need the muscle mass to protect our bones, and we also need to be able to move well. All right, which brings us to our stand to sit to stand test. Here is a goal to work up to over the course of the month. If you get it the first time, great. If not, it gives you an idea of where you'd like to be. So we are saying this came from the physical therapy world to help people kind of judge where they are mobility wise. because again, as we age, it tends to, decline if we're not actively trying to improve it. So here's what we do. Hands are out of the game if you can. Like I said, please be safe. If you need to use your hands today, that's totally fine. This is the goal, is to crisscross at the ankle, to take a seat totally hands-free onto the glutes, park it here for a second, and then get to your knees, and then come up standing, all without assistance. If you've done it once, great, that's all you need to do. You can check in with it. I have a more difficult one for you at the end of our next mobility video. So definitely make sure you get that second mobility day in so you can try that challenge. Feet together, excellent job today. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale, let it go, and I hope you do feel much better than when we started. I will see you next workout. Go get some water.